everyone, it's Miss Kelly from the Mifflin County Library. I'm so glad you could join me again today for story time. How about we get started with our story time song? Can you get your hands out? We're going to go ahead and clap and sing. We'll clap and sing hello, we'll clap and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we'll clap and sing hello. Can you wave with me too? We'll wave and say hello, we'll wave and say hello. With our friends at story time, we'll wave and say hello. So glad you joined me for story time. I thought before we read our story, we'll go ahead and go over our rug rules that we learned last time, and then we'll do our library poem. So here is my picture of the little girl who is sitting on the carpet, ready for story time. How is she sitting? You're right, she's sitting crisscross applesauce, and her hands to listen to stories are right on her lap. Can you put your hands on your lap to hear the story today? I know you can. Her eyes, where are her eyes looking? They're looking right at you right now, but soon they will be looking at the story, just like your eyes will be watching for the story. And those ears on the side of her head, what should they be doing? Can you find your ears? Let's turn them on so they can listen to the story. Are you ready? Click them on. Perfect. They are turned on. We are ready for our library poem. Let's go ahead and get started. Do you think you remember the words from last time? I bet you do. Let's see. It's time for story time at the library. Here's the Lewistown Library, and here's the Kish Branch Library. Go ahead and stick those up on my board so we can look at them. It's my favorite time of day. Whoops, it slid right down, didn't it? Sometimes that happens at story time. The pictures just don't want to stick. Let's start over again. It's story time at the library. It's my favorite time of day. The library has so many books. Hip, hip, hooray! You might see a book about, what is that? Castle. You're right, you might see a book about a castle, or maybe one about a dragon. You're right. Might see a book about, what are those? Dinosaurs. You got it. Or you might find a book on how to build, what's that? A wagon. The best part about the library is every time you go, you can check out a new book, and you'll love it, I know. All right, everyone, so today I have some stories to share with you about, can you guess which animal? What kind of animal do you think our stories are going to be about today? I'll give you a hint. I have a friend sitting right there. What kind of animal is that? Do you know? You're right, it's a chicken. What does a chicken say? Let me hear ya. Bok, bok. You're right, you've got it. So my story today I'm going to share with you is called Chicken Story Time, and it's written by Sandy Asher. Have you ever been to a chicken story time? I know I've been to story time at the library, but it's never been a chicken story time. Oh, look at those library shelves. There's all kinds of books and chickens. Let's see what happens in this story called Chicken Story Time. Oh, it's the library. There's a chicken. The chicken is reading a sign that says, Story Time at the library. Wonder what's going to happen. Story time at the library. That kind of looks like our library, doesn't it? One librarian, one story, children, and a chicken. Oh my goodness. I don't know if we'd be allowed to have a real chicken in our library. The children like the chicken. The chicken likes the children. Let's begin, says the librarian. Everyone loves story time. 1 week later, story time at the library. Oh, I see lots of people there for story time. And I see a few more chickens. 1 librarian, 1 story. More children, more chickens. The children like the chickens. The chickens like the children. Please be seated, says the librarian. Everyone loves story time. 1 week later, story time at the library. Oh my, do you see what I see? It looks like there's a lot more chickens this time. 1 librarian, 1 story, many children, many chickens. The children laugh, the chickens cluck. Can you cluck like a chicken? Cluck, 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 cluck. Settle down now, says the librarian. No one can hear her. Let's begin, she says. Cluck, 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 cluck. Oh, they're clucking away, aren't they? Cluck, 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 cluck. Please be seated, she says. Cluck, 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 cluck. Settle down now, she says. Children and chickens everywhere, but only 1 librarian. What are we to do, she says. Cluck, 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 cluck. Oh, those chickens are clucking everywhere. Cluck, 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 cluck. But she has an idea. I wonder what she's going to do. Let's see. Story time at the library. Lots of children. Flocks of chickens. Shelves and shelves of stories. The children like the chickens. The chickens like the children. Everyone loves story time, especially the librarian. What's she doing? She's sitting on her comfy chairs and she's reading a book while the children are all reading books to the chickens. How silly is that? Did you like that story? I like that story. I'm glad I was able to share it with you. And I have 1 more chicken story I'd like to share with you before we sing Popcorn Kernels. I have another story I'd like to share with you today. It's called 5 Brown Eggs. Can you help me count the eggs and make sure there are 5 brown eggs? Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 brown eggs. Let's see what happens with this story. 5 brown eggs in a nest of hay. 1 yellow chick. Peep, peep, peep. There's that chick popped out to play. How many eggs do you see now? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 brown eggs. 4 brown eggs in a nest of hay. Another yellow chick. Cheep, cheep, good day. How many chicks do you see now? I see 1, 2 chicks, and I see 1, 2, 3 brown eggs. 3 brown eggs in a nest of hay. Crack! Went another egg. Out popped the chick to say, hip, hip, hooray. How many chicks do you see now? I see 1, 2, 3 chicks. And let's see, there's 1, 2 brown eggs. 2 brown eggs in a nest of hay. 1 more chick picked a shallow Now, how many chicks do you see? I see 1, 2, 3, 4 chicks. And how many brown eggs do you see? Just 1. You're right. There's 1 little brown egg left. 1 brown egg in a nest of hay. The last little chick popped out to say, I'm so glad I'm here today. How many chicks do you see now? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little chicks. I hope you like that story. I hope you like those chicken stories today. Before we go, do you think we can sing Popcorn Kernels? Can you pull out your scarf and open it big and wide? And we'll wave it up and down and we'll sing Popcorn Kernels. Let's start off slow and then we'll go a little bit faster today, all right? Ready? Let's wave it up and down. Popcorn kernels, popcorn kernels, in a pot, hide it in a pot. Shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, till they pop, till they pop. That was wonderful. Do you think we can go a little bit faster? Let's go just a little bit faster today. Are you ready? Open your scarf up again, and we'll go just a little bit faster. Wave it up and down. Are you ready? Popcorn kernels, in a pot, in a pot. Shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, till they pop, till they pop. That was so much fun. Thank you for joining me for story time. Before we go, let's sing our goodbye song. Get your hands out again and ready to clap. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye with a wave and wink your eye. Yes, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Goodbye, friends. And I hope you can join me for craft time here soon. Bye. Hey everyone, it's time to do our craft for story time today. Today we read a couple chicken stories, and I brought my chicken over here for craft. What we're going to make today is a silly little chicken. So in your craft bag, you should have a paper that looks like this. Find that paper, and we're going to color and cut out the chicken. So you need your chicken paper, a pair of scissors, and some crayons to get started. Once you have those out, you can pick out your favorite colors. What color should I make my chicken today? I think I'm going to make a silly chicken. I'm going to make a blue chicken with some orange and, how about orange and yellow spots? So I'm going to go ahead and color my chicken. You go ahead and color your chicken, and then we'll come back together and I'll show you how we're going to cut out our chicken, all right? I'm just finishing up coloring my chicken. I made a blue chicken with yellow and orange polka dots, and I decided to color his beak and gobbler. Is it called a gobbler? I'm not sure what it's called. That little thing that hangs down from their beak. And feet red. So do you have your chicken colored? You might still be working on yours, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and show you now that I've got my chicken all colored. I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to cut it on the solid black line all the way around. And when I use my scissors, I put my thumb in the little hole on top and fingers in the bottom, and I hold my thumb to and open and close to cut. I snip up, open and close, and open and close all the way around on that black line. You might not be able to get your scissors working to cut out all these little fine details on your chicken, and that's okay. You'll get it one day soon with lots and lots of scissor practice. You can ask your grown-up to help you cut out those little tough like this foot. I'm having some trouble there. Gotta be very careful. I don't want to cut off my chicken's foot. Go all the way around. Almost there. Just a little bit further. And then I'm going to show you the next step. All right, I'm just finishing cutting out my chicken. Last little bit. There it is. Now I've got my chicken all cut out. And he looks like a circle. Almost kind of looks like a frog, don't you think? A round body and some legs off on the side. We want to make him look like a chicken though. So see that dotted line right there? Take our chicken and fold it in half on that dotted line. Get it pressed nice and even. And now I'm going to check and see if he'll stand up. There it goes. It stands up. But I'm not done yet. Do you see that rooster comb on the top of the chicken's head? There are some solid lines, like that solid line that you cut on to make your chicken a circle. We're going to cut those solid lines. Just a little snip. 1. Little snip. 2. And 1 more little snip. 3. Now this part you might want to ask your grown-up to help you with, because even Miss Kelly, being a grown-up, has a little bit of trouble with this. You're going to take those parts that you cut and you're going to poke them inside to make your rooster comb stand up, just like I did on that one. So let's see if I can do it. I'm going to poke that one inside and I'll poke up the other parts. There's 1. Poke this one inside. See if I can get it folded in. Almost there. Not quite yet. 2. And this one's really tough. See if I can get it. Just about there. 3. Now, my rooster has a zigzag comb on top of his head. He's going to stand right there next to my other chicken, and they're going to peck away some food on my table. I hope you enjoyed this craft, and I hope you liked the stories today. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.